Wish to welcome everyone to the November meeting of the Corporate and Community Development Committee. Standing committees are held as part of the council meeting process in order for committees to consider reports prepared by council officers and to make recommendations regarding these reports to the monthly council meeting. Council delegates on the Corporate and Community Development Committee are Mayor Kennedy, Deputy Mayor Hickey, Councillor Boland, Chairperson, Councillor Aldgate, Councillor Gillett and Councillor Jewett. All councillors undertook an oath of affirmation at the beginning of their term of office and declared to undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the Broken Hill local government area and the city of Broken Hill, and will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in them under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of their ability and judgment. Council's committee meeting is being live streamed via YouTube and recorded and published online via Council's website. To those present in the meeting today, by attending this public meeting, you are consenting to your image, voice, comments being recorded and published. The chairperson and/or general manager have the authority to pause the live stream if comments or debate are considered defamatory or otherwise inappropriate for publishing. Participants are advised that they may be subject to legal action if they engage in unlawful behaviour or commentary. Item 2, I have one apology for Councillor Jewett. There is no other apologies because I believe, leave of absence. Moved Councillor Aldgate, seconded Mayor Kennedy. All those in favour, declare that carried. Item 3, leave of absence. 1, Deputy Mayor Hickey submitted a leave of absence for this meeting for a prescribed reason. Do I have a mover for that motion? Move Councillor Gillett. Do I have a
seconded?
Seconded Councillor Aldgate. All those in favour, declare that carried. I now call on Mayor Kennedy to deliver the prayer.
Almighty God, we ask you to invoke your blessing upon this council. Direct and prosper our deliberations to the advancement and true welfare of the people of the council area, our state and Australia. Amen.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. I now call on Councillor Gillett. My apologies for the acknowledgement of country.
We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land upon which we meet today, the land of the Willikali people, and pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging.
Thank you, Councillor Gillett. I now call on Councillor Aldgate for the acknowledgement of Broken Hill's mining history.
We take time to reflect, remember and honour the over 800 miners that lost their lives and those that were crippled or maimed on the line of load. We thank the brave miners and their wives who were part of the 1919-1920 strike that lasted over 500 days and delivered a 35-hour working week. Mining is our past and our future.
Thank you, Councillor Aldgate. Item 7, minutes for confirmation that the minutes of the Community Development Committee meeting held 21 October 2025 be confirmed. Do I have a mover for that?
Moved.
Moved Councillor Aldgate, seconded Councillor Gillett. All those in favour, declare that carried. Item 8, disclosures of interest. I will mention or put in one disclosure of interest for item 4, the Perfect Light Film Festival, non-pecuniary interests, and my main day job has an interest in that. I will remove myself from the chair but stay in the chamber, and I will ask on Mayor Kennedy to chair that part of the meeting. Is there any further disclosures? If there's no further disclosures, we'll move to item 9. Item 1, Broken Hill City Council Report number 208-25 dated November 5, 2025. Draft Annual Report 2024-2025. Do I have a mover for that?
Move the recommendation.
Move the recommendation, Councillor Aldgate. Do I have a seconder for that recommendation? Mayor Kennedy, would you like to talk on that, Councillor Aldgate?
I certainly would, Mr. Chair. I've seen a lot of annual reports over the years, And as far as I'm concerned, whilst this is a lengthy report and comprehensive and takes a long time to absorb a lot of it, and I haven't finished reading the entirety of it, I think it's one of the best annual reports I've ever seen. I really highlight the fact that this is such an open and transparent document that describes everything that the council is doing. It describes whether they're doing it well or unwell, and everything that you read about it is good, particularly in terms of the improvements that have been made in the town during the last 12 months, just finished. I mean, people are seeing all of these improvements for the first, such a number of improvements in the last 12 months compared to what's been achieved prior to that. And I think that's to the council's credit. I think credit goes to the management for the preparation of the report as well. And at the end of the day, the several auditors' reports find no problems whatsoever with the financial standing or the risks or whatever that are imposed on council in terms of finance. I don't think you can get a better comprehensive coverage of what's happening on the council in 12 months than this particular report. And I think it should be commended to the community, and I would congratulate the staff on its preparation.
Thank you, Councillor Allgate. Any further comment on that report? Mayor Kennedy?
Yeah, just agree everything that Councillor Allgate just said. The annual report is actually a really important document that most people won't read because it's too lengthy, but it actually itemises everything that happens in council and the community. If they really want to know what's going on, I know they love our newsletter, and for a lot of people, what's in the newsletter is enough for them. But if you really want to know anything that's going on and what council does, the annual report has it all in there, and it's, well, I'm sure we'll put it in the time capsule, won't we? Yeah, we'll put it in the time capsule, and someone in 25 years' time can, we'll put some comments in there as well from Councillor Allgate, who will, I don't know if he'll be live in 25, Bob.
Oh, yeah, yes, yeah.
Well, maybe. You'll be done in one. So, yeah, well done to everyone.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. It might be just myself and the General Manager that's currently present that may be around for the opening of that. Yeah. Yeah, many hours I work, I might be burnt out by then. Councillor Allgate.
If I could just add to what's been said, I think we all love the report, but the in-depth that goes to in terms of all of the units of the council and what's happening in those units and so on is really, really interesting. Even as a councillor who should know everything that's going on, I found things that were in the report that I didn't know about. So, everybody can get, drag some information out of this report. As the Mayor said, it's a lengthy report and not everybody will read the lot of it. And I must admit I haven't read it all. But I think it's a wonderful report, and we should recognise it.
Yes, thank you, Councillor Allgate. I must agree with all the comments, and I certainly enjoy reading the key achievements over the last 12 months. There's a lot of key achievements there from the town square redevelopment, the library project, street paving. So yes, I agree with all comments. It's a great report and it's been very well put together. If there's no further comments on that report, I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour, declare that carried. Report number 2, item number 2, Broken Hill City Council report number 209-25, dated October 24, 2025, Model Code of Conduct Complaint Statistics Annual Report 2024-2025. Do I have a mover for that recommendation? Move, Mayor Kennedy, a seconder.
Second.
Councillor Allgate, would you like to talk on that, Mayor Kennedy?
Yes, look, outstanding, 0 complaints. So you'd expect that that will continue to be pretty well, particularly for councillors, for codes of conduct with the new way that it is written. But it's always good when there is no codes of conduct, means that the organisation itself is running very well and it's a saving to the community. So well done to everyone.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Must agree with those comments. Any further comments on that report?
I'll just say
Councillor Allgate.
this is in lots of ways, this is a first as well. And it indicates that that it's a happy council, right from the management right down to all the lowest employees. And I think that's a good result, as the Mayor said.
Thank you, Councillor Allgate. Yeah, must agree. It would look pretty impressive across alongside several other councils, very high performing, which is great. Is there any further comments to that report? There's no further comments. I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour, declare that carried. Item number 3, Broken Hill City Council Report number 210-25, dated October 31, 2025. Adoption of draft social and community development policy. Do I have a mover for that recommendation?
Move it.
Moved Mayor Kennedy, seconded Councillor Allgate. Would you like to talk on that, Mayor Kennedy?
These policies are always important. It incorporates it or is part of some other policies. Livability strategy, disability action inclusion plan, New South Wales protocols for homeless people. So it meets all the requirements, and it's just good that council actually has these policies there that we can refer back to.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Any further comment on that report? There's no further comment on that report. I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour, declare that carried. Item 4, I have a declared interest in this item, so I will vacate the chair but remain in the chamber, and I'll call on Mayor Kennedy to chair this part of the meeting.
You can't be in the room if you're deemed as voting.
I've done the voting.
So if you don't say that, it's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll definitely.
Could we have a mover for item 4?
Move the recommendations 1 to 3.
Seconder for that? Seconded, Councillor Gillett. Councillor Allgate, would you like to speak to that?
I think within the recommendation, it's good that the amount budgeted is $20,000 as against what we spent last year, $50,000, and $50,000 to be expended on a project that only attracted 110 patrons at the cinema seems to me to be not a very good commercial investment. So I think the first thing that's done has been done, and that's to reduce our contribution. And that's about all I can say. It's an important event, but it's a matter of making a decision as to how important it is in terms of dollars.
Yeah, look, it is a really good event and you want it to continue to happen. But as was explained on the night, the event organisers need to make sure that they're getting the sponsorship that's required. In the past, there's been AGL that has sponsored it. There's been other sponsors over a period of time. So it's up to the organisation. It can still happen. Council's still contributing a considerable amount of money, $20,000 as is in the recommendation. So council wants to see this happen, but it's going to be up to the organisers to make sure they get that additional sponsorship to make sure it happens next year. Any other speakers? All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Thank you. No, just let Michael. The recommendation was passed as written.
Okay, item number 5, Broken Hill City Council Report number 212-25, dated October 29, 2025, public exhibition of draft hire fees for meeting rooms at the new library. Do I have a mover for that recommendation? Councillor Gillett, seconded. Councillor Allgate, would you like to talk on that, Councillor Gillett?
With the fees, I think they're pretty.
Just your microphone, Councillor Gillett. No, it's on, just to move it around so we can hear. That's it. Thank you.
Just reading through the fees and comparing it to other venues around town, I think it's very affordable, and I think it's going to be very well used in the future, because there is going to be less places that are affordable, because there's going to be some that will be no longer available. So I think this is really good.
Thank you, Councillor Gillett. Any further comments on that, Mayor Kennedy?
Yeah. Look, as it's explained in there, the community fee is free. So that's what we like to see as a council. As a commercial, it's not overly expensive, but if people want to use that library as for a commercial purpose, then they should be paying a commercial rate, and it's not a high commercial rate at all. So what I like to see is community free, because the library should be free, and you want as many community people as possible using their library. Our temporary library, for most people, think it's the best library they've ever been in. Even though it's tiny, it's very hospitable, it's sociable. The knitters love it. Everyone loves it. So even though they're looking forward to going down to that new building, what we had there was great. And so with this free community access to those rooms, I'm sure they'll get used, and I'm sure the people will love that. They will miss what they had, but as long as we're charging the commercial rate to others, I think it's a win for everyone.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Any further comments on that report? Yes, I agree with all comments. It's going to be a great community asset, and it's going to be great to see it filled with as much excitement and happiness as Mayor Kennedy said, with the temporary library, with the chess players and challenges from all the politicians that come to Broken Hill to visit the mayor. They get challenged to a chess game, so we might have to put a chessboard in the mayor's office once the library moves. If there's no further comments on that, I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour, declare that carried. Item number 6, Broken Hill City Council Report number 213-25, dated October 30, 2025, Section 355, Picton Sports Ground Community Committee minutes of meeting held 13 October and public exhibition of reintroduction of user hire fees. Do I have a move of that recommendation? Councillor Allgate, seconded.
Move the recommendation.
Move the recommendation, seconded. Councillor Gillett, would you like to talk on that, Councillor Allgate?
Only to say that I think the fees are fairly reasonable, to be honest, and they're in line with normal expectation. And at the end of the day, there needs to be some income for the use of these facilities, because they're quite costly to maintain. And Picton Oval is a lovely oval, well managed by the committee as far as I'm aware. And in terms of the fee structure, it's pretty good. I'm all for it.
I'll just make a comment. So usually these ovals for their facility hire, it usually covers the costs of the oval themselves. When you have electricity that's outpacing the facility hire, there's something not quite right with the structure of the Memorial Oval Committee and the way that the expenses are being funded at the moment.
Is that the Memorial? This is the Picton Oval, this one?
Picton, sorry.
Yeah, Picton.
Oh, righto.
Memorial's the next one.
Righto. No worries. I'll wait till the next one.
Okay.
That's always a good committee.
That's a good one.
That's always a good committee, that one.
Is there any further comment on that report? If there's no further comment, I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour, I declare that carried. This is the report the Mayor's been waiting for.
Yes.
Oh, no? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Item 7, Broken Hill City Council Report number 214-25, dated October 28, 2025, Section 355, Memorial Oval Committee, Community Committee Annual Financial Reports 2023 to 2024 and 2024 to 2025. Do I have a move for that?
I'll move that.
Mayor Kennedy, seconded.
Seconded.
Councillor Allgate, Mayor Kennedy, I guess you would like
yes.
to talk on it.
Yeah, well, look, the facility hire, for example, in the July 2023 to 24, facility hire was 29,000. Overall income, including Broken Hill City grant, was 38,000. In the expenses, electricity is 35,300. So if your hire fees are not covering your electricity charges, then people. So what has always been with that committee, if you're using the electricity, at least you are at least covering the cost of the electricity use plus some money towards the committee itself. So very rarely do you have a committee of council that is not making money for the year. As you read for the Picton Oval, Picton Oval is a very healthy committee that makes lots of money because their structure's right. They don't have the lighting that the Memorial Oval has. But if you're going to rent the Memorial Oval out with lighting, it has to at least cover the cost of the electricity. So that might be something that council has to do with the Memorial Oval to make sure that their fee structure does ensure that at least they're putting some money away, because we'll just use the Picton Oval again. It does allow them to apply for grant funding, and the government's much more open to an oval or a community group or a committee of council that's putting money away and making money to allow for grant funding. So the Memorial Oval, we need to do a bit of work there.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Any further comments on that? There's no further comments. I'll put that to the vote. All those in favour, declare that carried. Item 10, confidential matters. There's nil confidential matters. As there's no further business for the committee to consider, I declare the Corporate and Community Development Committee meeting closed at 5:53.